The opinions voiced in this show are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, and financial advisor or tax advisor prior to investing. Investment advice offered through Fragasso Financial Advisors, a registered investment advisor.
Here on The Advisor, we've been discussing the investment client experience. Thank you to Christine Robinette for joining us as the guest on today's show. But Christine, you're not off the hook yet. Bob, would you like to pick up where you left off?
Yeah, let's finish off that thought. We were rounding out the client experience, not just at the onset, because someone can go to a website or dial a goal type of financial planning, spin the dial, and it says, okay, retirement security, here's how your portfolio should look. The right procedure is what you've been describing in the previous segments. So what resources? We understand the experience now, but what resources have to be in play? Can anybody do it? But what resources have to be there?
Well, there are many resources, I believe, need to be in play. But I think even just stepping back to something that was explained early on that Mike had mentioned, and that is coming from the standpoint of a certified financial planner, really has to be at the ground level because that thought process and how you help clients achieve goals, it's really built into that training and that studying to kind of leap off from that platform and give it to clients.
So it's codified, it's quality assured, it's peer reviewed, and if you deviate, there are sanctions.
Absolutely.
I think that's such a comfort, should be such a comfort for investors and clients looking for financial planning.
Absolutely.
And beyond the CFP, what resources should a firm present?
Well, I think that, and maybe take this back to kind of comparing to what Fragasso provides, I think that a resource that is imperative is a team approach, first of all. Not one person can do all of it. They can't know everything. They can't service the client appropriately. It has to be that team approach. And
with specialties, as you talked about.
With specialties, yes. And to really give that overall client experience and that wealth of planning, it has to come that way. And I don't think that is the way most firms are positioned.
Yeah, in my experience, a lot of investment firms, and this is not a slam, but it becomes more focused and narrow, essentially are marketing or sales organizations where they're taking products and moving them out into the hands of the public. Doesn't make them bad people, it's just a different model. But to be holistic and do all the things that we've talked about, all of the range of resources, the in-house portfolio management, not relabeled distant portfolio management, but one that really can fashion the portfolios uniquely for each client based on their planning.
Absolutely.
Being able to bring to bear all of the aspects of financial planning. And the firm itself, not just the individual as a CFP, but the firm itself has to subscribe to the principles that are codified there and follow a fiduciary path.
Correct. And I think that you mentioned something earlier, Bob, in the way our firm is structured. We are salaried employees. No one has their own book of business, and that's a term we use a lot in the industry. The clients are Fragasso Financial Advisors clients. So that fosters that team approach. That allows any advisor to go to someone else, tap into their knowledge, tap into their resources, because we have the same end goal, and that really is to help our clients and ensure they're reaching those goals that they've indicated to us.
And that's not commonly available. So thank you. You've done a wonderful job of enlightening us on the client experience.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
One of the best examples I think the firm has about this whole team approach is the financial planning meeting on Friday mornings.
Yeah.
When I was new and I sat through that, I was really blown away. Like, Chrissy, who are some of the people that are in the room? during that meeting?
Well, obviously, Bob is there, so he sits in and every single one of the plants that we go through. The branch managers are in there. So what we're trying to do is, even if there are advisors who are newer to the firm, the advisors who have more of the experience and also understand the client experience that we're trying to portray, is those newer advisors can tap into the advisors who have been here. And it's the best learning experience that one can have.
Mm-hmm.
We refer to ourselves analogously as a teaching hospital. We don't turn the residents or the interns loose on the patients. They're mentored, they're coached, they're taught, and so it's very much a learning, growing, collaborative team approach, and that's on purpose. It's good for the client, and it's good for us as a firm.
Yes.
So listeners, if you'd like to walk through our client experience, we invite you to do so. Take advantage of the no obligation, no cost consultation that's available to you. So give us a call and let's get your consultation scheduled. Callers in the Pittsburgh area can reach us at 412-227-3200, or if you're outside of the Pittsburgh area, call our 1-800 number at 1-800-900-4492. And you can also contact us anytime via our website at FragasoAdvisors.com. Visit the radio section of the website to submit questions for the advisor and take advantage of this week's free offer, which is a blog Christy has written on the Fragasso client experience. And there's a multitude of free information available in the resources section of the site. You'll find more blogs, many of them written by our financial planning and management team. And you'll also find news about the firm, like the fact that Bob Fragasso was recognized as the #1 advisor in Pittsburgh and #4 in Pennsylvania on the Barron's 2017 list of top financial advisors, which was published in March. And then more recently, Barron's recognized Bob as the #2 advisor in Western PA and number 70 out of 17,500 nationally on the list of America's top 100 independent advisors.
All of those recognitions are for the firm itself, because as we've been saying all along, it wouldn't happen as an individual doing it. It's the team approach that makes that happen, and we're grateful for that industry recognition.
And the Barron's list rankings are based on assets under management, revenue produced for the firm, regulatory record, quality of the practice, and philanthropic work. And this is the 8th consecutive year Fragasso has been named to the Barron's top lists.
Well, the world of investment guidance and providing investments for investing is fragmented. Regulatory action and public awareness is making change inevitable. Our opinion is that the world of gaining investment and financial planning guidance will remain fragmented, but with a strong bias toward client-centered advisors versus product or company-centered. Investment decisions cannot be made in a vacuum, but rather should be part of an overall financial planning process. The same investments aren't right for everyone, given differing goals, objectives, timeframes, family responsibilities, tax bracket, and risk tolerance level. The only solution, in our opinion, is holistic financial planning coupled with textbook, time-tested investment management principles. That's what we do. If you're not getting this type of guidance from your current investment source, it is time to talk with us for a complimentary, confidential analysis of your situation. Give us a call at 412-227-3200. If you're in the Pittsburgh area, outside, we have clients in all the states, 800-900-4492. Remember to put a 1 in front, or come into our website at FragasoAdvisors.com. Christy, do you have any quick last thoughts?
No, I think you summarized it well. I really appreciate you allowing me to come in and just explain all the exciting things that we're doing at Fragasso, and we hope to see you sometime soon.
You will, as a matter of fact. You will be a returning veteran. You're going to be on the show next week along with a disability elder care attorney to discuss planning for the disabled regardless of age.
And now it's time for this week's Pet of the Week. And we have Chuck this week, who is a dog. He's a little shy, looking for the perfect home to call his own.
He is really endearing.
Yeah, he's
What a
adorable.
look.
And it takes some time for him to warm up to people, so he would prefer a home with adults only who can be patient with him. Chuck would fit nicely with the family who has had dogs before. Force-free techniques would help him work through some of his guarding habits. After some trust is established, Chuck will quickly snuggle up and be your new best friend. Chuck gets along well with plenty of other dogs, but he prefers dogs over cats, as do myself.
Wait a minute. I speak for both.
And if he sounds like a good fit for you in your home, please stop by and meet him today. You can find a photo of Chuck on Fregasso's Facebook page, and you can also find more information on thinkingoutsidethecage.org.
That's Animal Friends' website. And you regular listeners know that Animal Friends also has a Pets for Vets, meaning military veterans, program where we will match a trained emotional support dog, cat, or bunny, Marcia, depending on the needs of the veteran. But the animal will be trained to provide that kind of emotional support to allow the veteran to function better in society.
And interestingly enough, we created a video series that we just launched last week on Fregasso's Facebook page. It's also on the home page of our website, which illustrates, what Christy was talking about today, our whole client experience and the deliverable, which we like to call the dynamic wealth plan.
But who are the actors?
Well, I don't think anyone will be surprised. Our regular listeners won't be at all. But the actors in the commercial are actually dogs.
So they're talking from the perspective of how their human companions need to do their planning and make the right investment choices.
Right. So the videos, they're each a minute long. There's about 5 in total, but they walk you through the whole process of, determining your financial needs. So please trek those out on the homepage of our website.
Marcia, they are very well done. You did a good
Absolutely.
job.
Your dogs did a great job.
Unbelievable.
And remember, Fregasso has offices in downtown Pittsburgh, in Bethel Park near South Hills Village Mall, at the Cool Springs Golf Resort, and also in Wexford on Perry Highway. All of our contact information, as well as directions to our locations, are available on our website at FregassoAdvisors.com. You can also find all of our past radio shows on the radio section of the website. Thank you for joining us for this week's episode of The Advisor.
The opinions voiced in this show are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, and financial advisor or tax advisor prior to investing. Investment advice offered through Fregasso Financial Advisors, a registered investment advisor.